Senator Ted Cruz went to Georgia on Thursday to campaign for Republican Herschel Walker. Walker's Senate bid is continuing past Election Day for a runoff with incumbent Senator Raphael Warnock. In Georgia, if a candidate does not win more than 50% of the vote, the top two contenders go to a runoff to ensure a winner is selected by majority. Cruz, who had campaigned alongside Walker before, is just one of many top Republicans who will attempt to help Walker cross the finish line. The seat will probably decide the balance of power in the upper chamber, and is the most important contest in deciding the future of Congress.
God bless the great state of Georgia. And God bless Herschel Walker. I want everyone here to look around this tent. We got over 3,000 people gathered here tonight. We got the men and women of Georgia rising up and saying to the Marxists that are trying to destroy this country, hell no. I'm here to tell you that on December 6th, Herschel Walker is winning this race. And I want to tell the men and women of Georgia, the eyes of the country are upon you. The odds are high that control of the Senate will be decided by the men and women of Georgia. And I'll tell you what has happened in Washington over the last 2 years. They've managed to screw everything up. The stakes in this race could not be higher. If you look at the last 2 years, inflation out of control. Prices of everything through the roof. Price of food skyrocketing. Price of health care. Price of electricity. Price of rent. Price of lumber. Price of mortgages. Price of gasoline. Look, it's so bad, Antifa can't afford bricks. Inflation is so bad, Eric Swalwell can't afford Chinese dinners. Inflation's so bad, Hunter Biden can't afford crack cocaine. Crime is out of control. Murder rates have skyrocketed, carjacking rates have skyrocketed, and we've had soft-on-crime Democrats demonizing the police, attacking the police, arguing for defunding the police, arguing for abolishing the police, George Soros DAs letting murderers go in our community. I'm here to tell you right now, the men and women of Georgia support the brave men and women in law enforcement. Raphael Warnock calls police officers bullies and thugs. I'll tell you, the only bullies and thugs we've got are the Democrats in Washington. The chaos at our southern border, I'll tell you, being from the state of Texas, it has never been as bad as it is right now. 4.7 million illegal immigrants have crossed under Joe Biden. supports it, and they want it. In fact, you're not allowed to use the term illegal immigrant. There's a new politically correct term, undocumented Democrat. And I'll tell you, in Texas, I've been down to the border a lot. I've gone out on midnight patrol with the Border Patrol agents. A few years ago, we went to a stash house. They kicked open the door of the stash house. They brought out some big, scary guys. Big guys, tatted up. The agents are all calling over, going, Senator, Senator, come over here. I'm going, Ixnay on the Anderson. Just call me Bob. A few months ago, I brought 7 senators down to the border. We went out on midnight patrol. You don't have to look for people crossing illegally. They find you. Within minutes, they find you. Women, children. Border Patrol agents pointed us to a patch of grass where a few weeks earlier they found 2 little girls aged 5 and 6 who had been brutally sexually assaulted by human traffickers. They had to give emergency medical care to those little girls. That is happening every single day. And the Democrats and the corrupt corporate media, they do not care at all. Until 50 arrived in Martha's Vineyard. And suddenly, the white-bread, lily-livered, hypocritical socialist billionaires discovered we had a crisis. You know, everything that could go wrong for the country under Democrats in the last 2 years has gone wrong. And I want to right now give a shout out to an elderly woman who's relied on government transportation to get to and from work, who now finds herself out of a job. And Nancy Pelosi doesn't know what to do with herself. On election day, we got half the job done, and we flipped the House. On November 6th, we're getting the other half done, and we're flipping the Senate.